All right, so as England and Tunisia roll through this game, and English fans are going to be a little bit nervous, let's talk about something good for England. And I don't know how many hits this is going to get, and it's one of those things, you know what, it doesn't really matter. Liam Kirk is rated 65th on Central Scouting among European skaters, but he could go in the draft. He's not going to the draft, but he could go in the draft. If he goes in the draft, he's the first UK born and trained player, and that's a key differential there. There are players who've been born in the UK who've made it to the NHL, various parts of the UK. He would be the first born and trained and raised to get a shot at the NHL. And at the beginning, he didn't even know what the NHL necessarily was. And I'm going to link to the article where I got this information from in the description of this video. But he's made an impression, and he's bolted his way up the list. And he's done it while playing for the Sheffield Steelers, which is news to me. The Elite Ice Hockey League of Great Britain, not known for generating a ton of NHL players. What it does is it does a couple of things. One, it means that if he gets drafted, then for young kids, it's an inspiration for them to start up and play the game of hockey. It is also a building block for the game to potentially expand internationally. Have games in England, NHL. Throw a couple games in London. You can grow the game. It's not even about expanding teams. It's not about putting teams in Europe. It's about expanding the base you're drafting from. So you have games there. You can throw some money at minor leagues there so they can have better development systems. And then you have other players from the UK you can draft. You build up a stronger EIHL base as well with local kids that they like. It's something that just seems so simple on the face of it. I'm surprised they don't do it in more countries, but they don't seem to. Now, for anybody wondering, I do have two jerseys of the Bracknell Bees that I could have worn for this, sent by a wonderful subscriber that I'm very grateful to. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to have some fun with it. So I went with Doctor Who instead because it's kind of hot for the big, thick jerseys right now. So I went with Doctor Who because Britain, and I don't have a Doctor Who hat, so I went with the Flash because why not? I don't have very many excuses to wear a hat with the Flash on it, except for my Flash jersey, which I couldn't have worn for this video because then none of it makes any sense whatsoever. Anyhow, I do wonder what this could do. I do think somebody's going to go off the board and maybe draft this kid. Speculation has ranged between 4th and 7th rounds for him. He's going to get picked up in the import draft by one of the Canadian Hockey League teams, brought over, and he'll have a chance to play North American game, North American ice, North American rules in the CHL. And if a team is smart and drafts him as a wild card late, if he blossoms and becomes an NHL player, they're going to look brilliant. And if he doesn't, and it's a 5th or 6th round pick you put on him, it's not necessarily a huge risk that you've put out there. But, with us looking, we're 4 days out from the draft for the first round, 5 days out for rounds 2 through 7. Sorry. I could discuss all of these big name guys, and I will as we get closer. But honestly, some of the bigger stories are the kids that you don't think of. So some kid from Great Britain who's getting a shot at joining the NHL, potentially, starting with the draft this weekend. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I know I've had some questions about this kid, so I figured I'd go ahead and throw together a video while England's playing, and we'll see how they do this World Cup. And for people who are saying you should do videos on the World Cup, yeah, go check out the Entertainment Guy. I'm doing videos on the World Cup. I will be doing one on today's games when this one's over. But for now and for this, I'm done. Let me know your thoughts, though, in the comment section below. I will link to the NHL article on this kid, hoping to reach the draft this year and get drafted. And yeah, hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. I'll talk to you again soon.